Good day, everybody. This is Patrick here, and I'm in Detroit this weekend for I'm doing a little community outreach and helping a buddy of mine at his shooting academy teach a whole bunch of people how to shoot. So that's why I'm up here in Detroit. Very interesting town. I'm actually just parked outside of the Motown Museum. Highly recommend it. And yeah, so I wanted to talk a little bit about something. As most of you guys know, or some of you guys know, I am a diabetic, and I, to be bluntly, stab myself every day, multiple times a day, whether it's on my finger or in my gut, to inject insulin, as well as check my blood sugar, as well as take a whole plethora of pills. Now, the pills aren't too bad of an issue. I can pretty much, I'm financially decent right now. I can afford the pills. I think it's approximately $35 to $40 a month in pills. Don't know the exact number because I have to buy mine in a 3-month subscription to get advantage of a huge discount. But my insulin, on the other hand, is not. The price of insulin over the course of the past 10 to 15 years has gone up exponentially to the point where it's ridiculous. Now, I'm not as privy to this because, again, I buy my medicine in 3 to 4 month batches. So the last time I purchased insulin, which I didn't necessarily need at the time, was way back in like September of last year, when the price was, I think it was around $200 or $250 or something like that for a 3-month supply. So it really wasn't all that bad. And I try to milk the 3-month supply. I know I probably shouldn't do that, but I do. I don't go through a full 2 vials in every month. So I just kind of continue on with it and monitor my blood sugar, make sure it's underneath the numbers it needs to be. Anyhow, long story short, I am on vacation up here in Detroit, which is literally 2,000 feet away from Canada, across a river. And here is my vial of insulin. And as you can see, there is a very small amount left. I'm trying to get it in the picture, but there we go. A very small amount left. And it's in my travel bag, so I don't have an extra case. And, you know, if I do skip an insulin injection, it's fine. But on principle, when I called up to renew my prescription, or at least get refills on my prescription, they said that it would be close to $1,200 to renew it. And at that point, I said no. Enough's enough. So after reaching out to the Facebook community, they informed me that, everybody, thank you, Facebook. They informed me that basically I can go over to Canada and buy it over the counter for a hell of a lot cheaper. So right now I am in the process of driving over to Canada. Luckily for me, I tend to travel with both my passport card as well as my passport. So I have documentation. I am going to go over to Canada with the excuse of buying a late lunch. Right now the time is 1:50, so I'm going to go over there with the excuse of buying a late lunch and stop at a Walmart, where I called them up and I said, can I buy insulin over the counter? And they said, absolutely. It won't be as cheap as your insurance if you're a Canadian citizen. And they left it at that, which is kind of unusual because I think they knew that I was American, or maybe my numbers popped up on the phone and they didn't recognize the area code. But nonetheless, I'm about to go to Canada, drive to Canada to go get my prescription refilled. And it's sad that I have to do this in order to live. There's a difference between making a decision based on your financial situation, and there's the other end of it is to live. Yesterday I had a small diabetic episode, where I basically I didn't take my medicine yesterday because I'm trying to save it for tomorrow, and I'm down to this last little drop, and I'm traveling, and etc. and so on. So it's not good. The healthcare situation here in the United States, especially for diabetics. I don't know about any other diseases, both curable and uncurable diseases, but the healthcare situation here in the United States is really bad. It's actually cheaper for me to fly up to a city, stay here for a weekend, rent a car, eat every meal, drive across the border, pay the tolls and whatever, and buy this out of pocket than it would be to do it in the United States and have it sent to my door. It's ridiculous. Anyhow, I'm going to make a video of me buying this. I'm not going to add the video of me asking the local pharmacies here in the United States what the price is, because I called them up and they basically told me, yeah, if you need a vial, you can buy it, and it's almost $400. I think it was like $385 or something like that. Which at that point, it's like, come on now, why is my bottle or vial of insulin as much as a car payment? Doesn't make any sense. And I need this to survive. And as you can see, I am down to a very small amount. Let's see if I can get it in focus here. A very small amount. This is probably a shot, maybe a shot and a half. So this will pretty much carry me through the weekend, and that's about it. But anyhow, enjoy my video. And I am going to try to record while I'm in Canada, and including crossing over the border. And yeah.
Head northeast on West Grand Boulevard toward Kipling Avenue.
I have made it to Walmart here, the Walmart Center Centre, or whatever how the hell you say it. It's written in French. It's a Walmart Supercenter with a pharmacy attached to it. I went to one that was a little further across the border, just in case things got suspicious or whatever. But I am here now. I have the vial in my hand, and I'm going to go in and basically try to buy some Lantus insulin. Probably try to buy 9 containers at $75 a pop, which will last me a while. I do have a little ice pack that I can put them in for when I'm traveling. But yeah, so I'm here, and this is actually kind of exciting because I hate spending $400 for something that I could pay $75 for. Anyhow, stay tuned. Alright, so now I am sitting in the Walmart parking lot, approximately 16 miles away from the hotel I was staying at, and I got some excellent news. So excellent that I wanted to make a video of me driving away, in which I'll probably just edit that and swap reverse order. But anyhow, I am actually sitting in the parking lot here in Canada. Oh, Canada. Thank you, Canada. You saved my life, by the way. Anyhow, I got it. I got 6 files. I didn't want to be too suspicious and buy any more, but I got 6 files of the insulin that I needed. It's needed for my body to live. But I got 6 files, and I also picked up a little container to kind of store them in. I'll have to stop somewhere and get some ice so I can put them in there and get them nice and chilled up, because it's supposed to keep insulin cold. That's pretty much the gist of it. But anyhow, 6 files of insulin. And I picked it up for the grand total of $488. Now, keep in mind, I know it's a lot of money, and it sounds like a lot of money, and it is a lot of money. However, 6 vials for me would last probably about 4 to 5 months, somewhere around there. And my American insurance, it would have cost me approximately $2,400. So I saved myself essentially $2,000 by driving across the river 16 miles, 13 miles, whatever the heck it is, and buying it in Canada. Think about it. Think about it for a second. I had to drive all the way up here just to get some. Well, I guess I didn't have to drive up here. I could have had it delivered to my house. I think the going rate for Canadian delivery is about $105 or $110, or was it $113? I forget. But anyhow, it was a decent amount of money either way. But I have in my hand, stapled shut, 6 vials. 6 vials, including my one, of my insulin that I need to survive. I mean, this is just ridiculous. I should have just got 10. I should have just said, hey, just give me a 10-pack or something like that. I'll figure out a way to keep it safe. But I can't wait to get back to the hotel. Or actually, I'm going to stop somewhere and get some ice. I'm going to open up each bottle, throw them in my bottle, and continue on. I just can't wait. I'm super stoked. I just need to go to Walgreens and buy a couple of needles. I didn't have enough needles, and obviously I didn't have enough insulin. As you can see, it's down to like the last drop, which is not enough for what I need. I take about 35 to 42 milligrams, units a day. So lasts approximately 5 to 6 weeks, depending on my numbers and stuff and how much I inject and etc. and so on. But I am just super stoked. I didn't even leave the parking lot right now. But anyhow, I'm gonna go home or go back to the hotel. I might even do food here in Canada. I don't know what they're known for here, but prices are a little bit expensive for other things. But I might just stop and get like a Canadian hamburger or something like that. I don't freaking care. Anyhow, super stoked. 6 vials here. 6. You see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these Lantus, and it was that simple. There was no questions, no shady, and they rang it up as a pharmaceutical item, so there was no tax added onto it, which was nice of the lady to do. I'm just stoked. I can live. I'll at least live for the next 5 months, hopefully, with my Lantus here. Anyhow, stay tuned. This has been quite an adventure. Being a diabetic in the United States is really, really tough. Some of you guys know, some of you guys don't know, but it is extremely tough to manage. Our food culture, just overall, what people expect you to do. Insulin is needed for your body. If you're not a diabetic, you just don't understand. You have to change your lifestyle. But I'm alive. Going to pick up some needles and head back to the hotel, get this stuff on some ice. I got my AC blasting right now, keeping this stuff nice and cool. And yeah, so I'll continue on. Alright guys, I am back in the United States, but needless to say, they stopped me at the border. I think it was because of the duration that I was over there, or the fact that I'm alone, and didn't really have an excuse to go to Canada. I just said I went and grabbed some lunch, which I did. I grabbed a burger at this place called Harvey's. It's right next to the Walmart there. But either way, yeah. So got stopped, and my car was searched through. They told me to bring my wallet, so I brought my wallet inside. But the entire car was searched through. They went through all my trash and crap like that. They actually left a mess in the car. I mean, look, you can see it. Like I have like a bag of peanuts here. I mean, this was all in my bag, and look, see, string hanging out of my bag. I mean, they really rummaged through, you know, paper towel. This was not in the seat, obviously. I had everything away and everything. And yeah, they threw my receipt in my bag too. Anyhow, yeah, so they rummaged through my stuff. I don't know if they thought I was like running drugs or something like that, but was I scared? No, not really. They're doing their job. I'm trying to live. Whatever. However, what I did do is I bought a container, and at Harvey's, thank you Harvey's, Canadian Harvey's, I put a bunch of ice in here. Ton of ice, and added a little bit of water, so that my vials would stay nice and ice cold. And I had, you know, bought this vial, or I bought this bottle container to keep them insulated and nice and cool. In fact, I still got a tag on it for the price. I paid for it. Maybe they didn't notice that, but again, protection is only as smart as the person who's doing it, not the criminal. But anyhow, yeah, they searched through the entire car. They ripped through my bag here. I gotta figure out what all the other stuff is. In fact, okay, my jacket's nice in there. They did sit my big water jug upright, which was nice of them, and I had some ice cubes in my regular water bottle, so that kind of helped a little bit. But I was stopped, and yeah, brought into the room there, and I don't know if I got the video of the dash cam going across the border and across the bridge. I was hoping I did, but I had to leave it in position, so I just kind of left it there. And you know, if they had asked me if why was I recording, I would have just said, well, I was just using it like a dash cam, making a hyperlapse video of crossing the border. Didn't know that was illegal. I don't think it's illegal, and it's hyperlapse, so there's no audio, it's just video, and it's video of what the car sees. So if I had a dash cam, it would have been the same thing. But yeah, wow, okay. So when I get back to the hotel, I'm going to double check to make sure I got the vials still in my bottle. But yeah, they were just like, okay, you're good to go. And I was like, wow, thanks. But stay tuned. Okay, folks, I am back. I am back in my hotel room, safe and sound. Yes, I was stopped. I just took a peek inside of here, but I made it back with it. And just to show you guys, I'm going to dump out the ice cubes and add new ice cubes and make it all nice and neat. Vial number 1. Vial number 2. Vial number 3. Vial number 4. Vial number 5, and vial number 6, and then the one I had with just a little bit left. So I made it back. What an adventure. Don't know what they would have said if they had found it, but I mean, I needed to live. Anyhow, bought them all over there in Canada for $75 just over $75. I don't know exactly how much it is. It's Canadian money. Who knows? Who cares? Anyhow, I am back. I'm safe, and now I just need to get him back to Georgia and back in the fridge. Well, I'll keep him in here. But I'm so happy I can actually live, and yeah. So if you want cheap insulin, well, if you want to live, all you need to do is do everything I just did. I don't know if it's technically legal or not, but at this rate, I don't care. I'm trying to live. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching.